how does this exhibition, is there something that deals with the environment and the state of things in the world at the moment?
Yes. I mean, we were very interested in visits to like the Paleontological Museum here in Paris and the Natural History Museum, and kind of like the imagery that you find there, because there's something very powerful about the imagery, especially in the exhibitions of the bones and everything. And so we were really interested in that, and kind of Miguel had these images that he had taken, and so we had those on the wall, and so it slowly developed out of that. And we were interested in taking animals that had existed within the modern human memory. So so we started with that, and we were kind of interested in animals just in like the current state of like human relations with the environment. And so we chose these animals originally because they were endangered or what have you, but it became a little not so direct in its statement, because we found ourselves in this paradox that I think is very human paradox, is that we were making these sculptures of these extinct animals with this cardboard that we found on the street, you know, and all of these like reused materials, but to actually construct them and make them, you know, durable and last, we had to coat them with like synthetic polymers and resins and things that are actually like kind of do the antithesis of any type of like ecological statement you could make. And so for us, it actually became more of it became very much part of that paradox, in that like we build these, as humans, we build these museums to conservation. We have things like Greenpeace, and all these things, but we still are addicted to things that undermine that and that negate that whole interest in conservation. I mean, the museums are powered by, you know, electricity that then, you know, that requires coal to be produced, and then, you know, undermines any notion of conservation that might be, you know, it might be putting forth. So like that type of paradox was one thing that was very interesting for us.
And how much of this work did you do in New York, and how much was done when you got to Paris?
The whale and the dodo within New York. Part of it, the ribs were made here by our moms.
Now it's time for the moms to come forward.
And then we assemble everything here in Paris. At the gallery and at the courtyard of a neighbor's building where Ed has a deposit, the storage unit.
So Phyllis,
yeah.
come forward.
Where's the hero?
And Rosihiro, come forward.
Okay.
Yahaira.
Madre.
What?
We want to talk about your experience. Your experience in Paris. Come here. Should we be against here? Maybe.
The way over back.
Here we are against the whale. Okay.
Maybe come over here so we're not so backward.
Okay. Let's see. Can you all get together and try to fit you in? Then I'll